Just down at BJR, chatting to my old boss, actually, Bradley Jones.
Ugly!
Oh, no! Holdsworth and Davison.
Big.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a big crash.
And that's
Caruso.
Over the top.
It was Michael Caruso.
that was a shocking incident.
Car
Rip it to
two.
shreds. Check this out.
This is a hit. So that turns him around. But 22 actually turns over.
Oh. Oh, that's insane.
Oh.
That's fuel out the back of Will's car.
That is such a fast section of road. So sorry, it didn't turn over, but it turned right up onto the back.
3 hours and 18 minutes worth of racing, so we're on target for a new race record in the Sandown 500. Smiles for Warren Luff. This will be his first ever career victory after 112 races. He did a super job for Craig Lowndes and Team Vodafone. They started from 6th. When you won it with Lowndes last year at Phillip Island, Scafie, you also started from 6th position. It will be Lowndes' 100th career podium, his 8th 500 victory. This time of the year is Lowndes' time. Enduro time. Lowndes and Luff winner. Mark Winterbottom and Stephen Richards on the podium in second. Adrian Burgess gives Warren Luff an almighty hug. And Repco Dumbrell third. Most times when it's needed. He's won the Sandown 500 once before with Craig Lowndes back in 2007. But at the time when his championship needs it the most, Jamie Whincup and Paul Dumbrell celebrate Triple Eight Racing's 10th anniversary in this country with a big win, the Sandown 500.
Way to go, fellas. All yours, guys, all yours. Wow. Perfect, spectacular result.
More than 8 seconds behind is Craig Lowndes, making it a 1-2 for Red Bull. And here's Will Davison. With Steve Owen started on pole, he's on the podium, and Lee Holdsworth gets Mercedes-Benz highest ever finish in the V8 Supercars of 4th.
Copy.
Well, when those wheels were spinning in the pit stop, Matt, I thought for sure that was the end. We were calling it at that stage that it needed a safety car for him to get back into it. But what he did was got his head down and did some absolutely superb laps. It was a great battle with his teammate, Craig Lowndes.
There's been a major incident here at Sandown International Motor Raceway. That's Lee Holdsworth getting into the medical car, and the stricken Benz in the foreground. Immediately when the car came to a halt, Lee was on the radio and said something went majorly wrong with the car as I turned it in. And as a result, it has hit the wall, been torn apart. The race has been neutralised by the Petters Chrysler safety car, and all the margins that we talked about have disappeared. The good news, Holdsworth is walking about. He was on the radio, lucid, talking straight away. He's now in the care of the medical crew, in good hands.
That was unbelievable, Neil. Oh, he lost control. He said over the radio.
That is a shocking incident.
He said he lost control before the braking area. That's 265 kilometres an hour. Check that out. I've never seen a car go off the road as fast as that at that spot. Man, look, check this real time.
As soon as it came to a halt, I heard Lee on the radio straight away, but the forces that have gone through that car, and in turn him, would be very big numbers. Golding running a little wide on the exit of 4 in car number 34.
That was seriously wild because Luke Yulden was caught at turn 2 and 3. They're all bumping each other as they come up this amazingly pump.
He's in the fence.
He's in the fence.
That's a huge
crash.
So this is James Golding. That's a nasty one. This will trigger the Lexus RCF safety car. There was a problem, an evident problem in the front right-hand corner of that car, and it's pitched him straight into the wall at the end of the back straight on cold tyres. It was already damaged. So here we are on board with James Golding. So this is the car that's ended up in the wall at the end of the back straight. Now, I called him running wide here at 4. He climbed back on, he was sliding here, he's had a look in his mirrors. So let's just listen and look.
That is a massive accident.
Oh,
That'd be more than 200 kilometres an hour for sure. Would have hardly slowed.
That's a disturbing scene to see something like that. Luckily, the barrier's done the job up there. Here's another angle. So even with cold tyres and coming off turn 4 a bit slower than normal, that'll still be well north of 255 odd kilometres an hour. It's gone straight ahead at turn 6 at the end of the chute.
Lost it now, just going up the back straight. He's probably trying to organise where he can do a burnout for a young man, and you know how much this means to young Cam Waters. The work, the effort, the sacrifices, the things from he and his family that they've done to get him to this position right now.
Saw his dad Chris earlier in the weekend. There's his co-driver, Richie Stanaway. Engineer, Brad Busherson, and he's lighting up and killing the remaining life in those Dunlop Super Soft tyres. He got home in the end officially by 0.67 of a second.
You can't even see where he is at the moment.
Well, Richie Stanaway, you come to Sandown twice, and the second time you win. Both you and Cam Waters, what a job you've done today.
Yeah, unbelievable. I can't believe it, you know, couldn't have dreamed of a better result. So, yeah, it just feels so surreal, you know. So, you know, I can't thank the team enough. They've given us an amazing car this weekend. They've, you know, really put a lot of work in to give us a good package. So we work really well together. So hopefully we can carry this form through for the next two.
Better go and celebrate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks.
And how's that, Neil? That's the 75th and 76th winner all time. So 2 new winners today. Only the 75th and 76th winners of Supercar or Australian Touring Car Championship races in our history. So as we watch this massive burnout and the tyre destroyed on the right-hand rear tyre on the monster, did you see that tyre? It's totally destroyed. It's basically like a big piece of rope on the back right-hand corner of the Monster Falcon.
It's been monstered.
It has been monstered. There's no, look at it. I don't reckon we've seen one of those for a while other than in the races.
So they'll have a look at that at race control also, because they'll be determining whether or not it was an unsafe release for car 50.
Oh,
that is so bad. That's a ridiculous incident.
That is a ridiculous crash.
That shouldn't be happening on that part of the racetrack. And so this is turn 2. So you've got Dale in front, Luke behind. It's the black car number 9 that we're talking about, and the green and white car number 15. And then moves to the left, and then as Dale comes to the left of the Boost Mobile car, there's contact. And it's the last thing you want to see in a straight line when these sorts of incidents happen. So this is the view from Luke's car. And as the cars have all got out of whack in pace, as the GRM car just moves to the left, I think it was 34. That's a nasty hit. I think that was Richard Muscat that was in front of them.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So he's just moving over a little bit.